Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's TPM5 with another NBA video. In this one, I'm going to be talking to you about TJ Warren as he joins the Brooklyn Nets in free agency. This was reported by Shams maybe 15 minutes ago, and it's an exciting move for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, as you guys know, TJ Warren is coming off of a large spell on the sidelines, having not played consistent basketball since the bubble. Now, as you guys know, he scored 53 points in the bubble and was, known as Bubble MJ across the league. Now, the 28-year-old averaged a career high 19.8 points during that season. However, as I mentioned before, a stress fracture in his left foot limited him to just 4 games in the season prior to this one, which is a 2021 season. Now, TJ Warren has been a bit of a wild card in this free agency period, with him being one of the last key players to not find a new home as such. And this is a big move for Brooklyn as it helps them shore up their team for this season, as they traded their 2023 pick to Utah for Royce O'Neal. So even if Kevin Durant leaves, it is another player that can help them win games. Now, it is just a 1-year deal that he's signed on, as reported. I guess the interesting thing is how he comes back from his injury. Now, just before I continue, just don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd appreciate the support. Also, comment what you think of this move. So if you have any Nets fans watching, I'd just like to know what you guys think. But yeah, let's continue with the video. So TJ Warren will be a great piece for them, and it also kind of adds to the case of enticing Kevin Durant to stay, as the trade packages kind of look like a bit lackluster. Because if you think about Kevin Durant and the team he's on now with Kyrie, and now this like really good bench that he's got, you start to think that any team he goes to join via a trade may not be so good. Toronto have emerged again. Do you really want to be playing with Pascal Siakam when you have Kyrie and Ben Simmons already? So it's things like that that Kevin Durant needs to think of. But this is a good move for Brooklyn. It's a high upside type of move. Now, it is a 1-year deal, as I mentioned before. We don't know what kind of money TJ Warren is going to be on though. And throughout his career, TJ Warren has averaged 15.5 points and 4 rebounds, shooting the ball at 36% from 3 on roughly 2 attempts per game, and also 50% from the field overall. So he's been a key option that can lead an offense, I guess. And just speaking a bit more about TJ Warren on the defensive side of the floor, he's a small forward who has some size to him. I want to say he's about 6'7". He can defend pretty well, and he has had some moments where he's looked really good on defense. Throughout his career, in terms of steals, he's averaged roughly around, I want to say, 1 a game, and is half a block per game. He doesn't really get too many blocks, but that's not really what's expected of him from the small forward, power forward spot. And it gives this team just, like I said before, adds a lot to their bench. I think that, it was one of those like last dominoes to fall, but I know that Brooklyn, this won't be a deal that's worth too much, so it is worth their while to just give it a crack. Obviously, he'll help them win games with Kevin Durant or not, and it's just a good guy to have on your roster. And you might get to the point next year where you might get the taxpayers mid-level. He might feel loyal to stay with the team. I think there is an element of him coming off of injury and teams not really willing, to be throwing all this money at him, given that there might be a bit of risk involved. But in terms of the Nets, it's a 1-year deal. You want to win games, and I don't think that would have been offering him too much, given that they're deep into the luxury tax. So I think that overall, I think this is a great move for the Nets. It gives them a lot of flexibility, I guess, for the now to win games, but also it's only a 1-year deal. If it doesn't work out, you just let him walk. So I think that's probably where my thoughts end with this move. Obviously, a lot of it has to, and the fit in the roster and the rotation has to see with Kevin Durant what they get back for him. If he stays overall, we don't really know what's going to happen entirely there. Obviously, we're leaning towards Kevin Durant leaving, but yeah, that will do me for the video. If you liked it, please like, it helps me out, and also comment as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, thanks guys for watching. Peace out.